Wouldn't believe it, man. I've explained what was going on in this. The mic wasn't working, and then I did it again. The mic died halfway. So this is going to be very brief analysis, man. Alright, NZDUSD 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've already got my 1 over here. Okay, we grab the lows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a leading diagonal. Okay, just like this. That is my count on NZD, a 1 and a 2. After getting that 1, 2, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's not a 3. There's not the 3 for this because we didn't displace. We didn't leave the area much. We haven't hit minimal targets. There's no minimal target for 3. I'm gonna have to explain that. But either way, for 3, we expect to hit the 1618 as a minimum because that's the most common. On top of that, if this had been our 3, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if we were to put our 3 here, okay, which is not, but if we was, okay, we've already come into the price territory of 1, so that invalidates that. Okay, currently it's looking good for A, B, C, or we got a 1, 2, 1, 2, and looking for a 3, okay, to the upside. Last scenario is this is a leading diagonal in a bigger diagonal where we've got a 1, 2, then a 3, a 4, and we're looking for 5, which isn't going to go too much higher than 3. Okay, for this to be valid, we need converging lines like we did here, because expanding diagonals are very rare. They shouldn't be counted unless everything else fails. Okay, that's how rare they are. You only look to be like, okay, that was an ending diagonal, basically once it's already happened, it's already confirmed, and you've got further price action that proves it too. Okay, so right now, if we end 4 here, it will be converging. Okay, the moment we get to like this, if price was to come down into like here, that would not suit the look for a diagonal anymore. One thing we need to do is measure the 3 against the 1. Now, ideally, 1 is longer than 3. It's most common. 3 can be a bit longer than 1, but it does reduce the probability, so we do not want to see that. Okay, and great, excellent, excellent. Came close to the 1 and then drops. That is common, and I think that's what we're getting here, which would mean this demand zone here would hold. It's an accumulation. Okay, we accumulated, we went sideways after an up move, went sideways, broke structure. That's a reaccumulation or an accumulation. So it's a perfect place for price to continue buying from. We look at the TDI, we're outside the volatility bands and very close to the oversold on the 4 hour. We go to the 1 hour and we're below the oversold, which is this red line. Okay, the green line is the RSI, and that's the line that I'm monitoring, which has gone below. So we're looking for upside momentum now. I believe the news will do it, and this setup looks a lot better, to be honest with you. It looks like we got more upside than on the pound and on the euro potentially to go. Okay, I mean, still, this 3 over here, this 3, okay, one, 2, so the beginning of 3 to the end of 3, to wherever 4 lands. Let's say it just lands here, somewhere in the middle of this box. Pull out the 1 to 1. Now, the 5th wave cannot touch the 1 to 1. It needs to end below the 1 to 1 if it's a diag, which lines up perfectly with our supply zone over here. Last up move that grabbed liquidity, came down and broke structure, and broke more structure to the left, okay? So that's our supply zone, the green one. All right, there's one here that we've tapped into and pulled down. We're coming down to demand, and I believe we're coming out to take it. You can also see that we've got equal highs that I've marked out in blue over here. So there's liquidity resting above it. So it's very likely the market makers are creating liquidity in these zones. Okay, they created the supply zone here, but it has liquidity above. So people will sell from it. They see price coming down. Okay, but once we hit this demand zone, I'm expecting price to bounce right back up. Okay, take out that liquidity into the supply, and then we could look for selling for, like, say, a two wave. Okay, at the same time, remember, we don't expect it to hit that 1-to-1. Okay, common price target for this fifth wave, because I am viewing it as a diagonal currently, it's the best count, is between these two, the 0.786 and the 618. So I would say at least the 0.786, because we want to take out this high, and we do also want to touch this box. So up in here, that's my target for this NZD trade. If you was to take this trade, okay, even if you was to take it, like, say, where price is now, stop loss below the prior 4, heading for the green box, basically. That's your risk to reward. That's a great risk to reward you could take advantage of. Okay, we got news, so we have a catalyst to push price. So we could complete that move today. So that's NZDUSD, GBPUSD, purple fourth wave area is here. Okay, to then go and make another high to give us that 5. Risk to reward, can only estimate it because we haven't hit the low yet. But look, if you was to buy it now, don't recommend it. I do see some lower first. If you was to buy it now, but don't. Stop loss would go there. Remember, fourth wave could be manipulated as well, and you'd be looking for until we get the 1-2s, yeah, when we're coming up, or I see a bit more price action. I don't want to guess. The only thing I can say is take the purple line. That's the liquidity. It's the nearest liquidity. So ideally, you want to see price come down. It is coming down. Drawing the channel from the start of A to what I believe is the start of A to the end of B to the end of C, and I am expecting to leave this channel at some point, but to re-enter it, something like this. Okay, Euro USD. We're here. Now we can manipulate that low and continue higher. We could leave the low alone, continue higher. But should we displace? Should we do something like this? Okay, or something like this? I'm going to stay out the market, and I'll update you when I see another opportunity arise. Okay, currently I am anticipating, with this bullish divergence as well, higher price. Okay, I would not be surprised if we manipulate that low. That would be fine, but then I want to see a good break of this high after that. AUDUSD, we We do not want to see the 1618 hit because I've measured that from the potential 1, 2. So one over here, yeah. Okay. If we hit the 1618, that increases the probabilities that we've got a third wave in purple here. Okay, then we'd be looking for a 4 and a 5. All right. But at the same time, if that was the case, that would be our 2. Say 3 came down, touched the 1618. Okay. If we came back, this 1618, we came back and touched the 0.618. It would invalidate the 4th wave. Also, we would have gone into the 1 wave, invalidating the 4th wave again. All right. Currently, we could have price moving like this on a real small scale. Okay. If we don't hit this 1618, all right, we turn around and we break structure, that will confirm a C wave. Common area for a C wave is between the 1 and the 1236, but also there is the 1.382 that we could reach, all right, and this will remain a C, high probability C. So what you're looking for here, again, another thing we could do is say price ends here. Well, the 618 is still basically in the same area, but we could draw a fib from there to where this ends, and if we come up and touch the 618, 0.618, then that would be a bullish sign as well. So yeah, that's what I've got right now. It's a bit short, but it's all right. Everything that's important I've mentioned. So trade well, news in 30 minutes, and I will be back with some more updates. All right, peace.